What's going on with Ford and GM? Why are they struggling to keep up with the competition? And what's the deal with Ford versus GM sales battle? Welcome back, car lovers! Today, we're diving into the world of automotive giants Ford and GM, two of the biggest automakers in the US. These iconic brands have a long-standing history in the automotive industry, but in recent times, they have faced challenges in meeting their sales targets and competing with rivals like Tesla. So, let's find out in today's video. Before we dive into the details, let's take a moment to understand the background. Ford and GM have been prominent players in the US automotive market for decades, with a rich history of manufacturing iconic vehicles that have become household names. However, in recent times, both companies have faced challenges in meeting their sales targets and staying competitive in the rapidly evolving automotive landscape. Factors such as changing consumer preferences, increasing competition from new entrants like Tesla, and industry-wide disruptions have impacted their sales and profitability. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the reasons behind Ford and GM's struggles, analyze their sales performance, and explore the ongoing Ford versus GM sales battle. So buckle up, and let's dig into the details. Number 1. Ford and GM's sales challenges in a changing automotive landscape. The automotive industry is undergoing a transformation with changing consumer preferences and increasing demand for electric vehicles, EVs, autonomous vehicles, and sustainable mobility solutions. Ford and GM, being traditional automakers with a strong focus on internal combustion engine, ICE vehicles, have faced challenges in adapting to this changing landscape. While they have made efforts to introduce new models, invest in EV technology, and streamline their operations, they have struggled to keep up with the pace of change and face stiff competition from companies like Tesla, who have disrupted the industry with their innovative EVs and advanced technology. The transition to EVs requires significant investment in research and development, manufacturing capabilities, and charging infrastructure, which has put pressure on the financials of both Ford and GM. Additionally, changing consumer preferences for smaller, more fuel-efficient vehicles and a shift towards online sales and subscription-based mobility services have also impacted their sales performance. Number 2. Ford and GM's performance in meeting sales targets. Ford and GM have historically set ambitious sales targets to drive growth and profitability. However, in recent times, both companies have struggled to meet these targets. Factors such as declining demand for sedans, changing market dynamics, and increasing competition have impacted their sales performance. Both Ford and GM have experienced fluctuations in their sales numbers, with periods of growth followed by declines. In particular, Ford has faced challenges in the North American market, which is its primary revenue source due to changing consumer preferences and increasing competition. GM, on the other hand, has faced challenges both in the North American market and in international markets, with declining sales in key regions like China. The sales performance of both companies has also been impacted by external factors, such as supply chain disruptions, chip shortages, and global economic conditions. Number 3. Ford versus GM sales battle, comparing sales performance. The competition between Ford and GM in the sales arena is intense, with both companies vying for market share in the highly competitive US automotive market. Over the years, both companies have had their share of successes and challenges, and their sales performance has often been closely watched by industry analysts and investors. While Ford has traditionally been known for its strong performance in the pickup truck segment, GM has a diversified portfolio of brands, including Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, and Cadillac, which gives them a broader market presence. However, in recent times, both companies have faced challenges in maintaining their sales momentum. Ford has been facing challenges in the pickup truck segment, which has been its traditional stronghold. Factors such as increasing competition from GM, Ram, and other players, changing consumer preferences, and supply chain disruptions have impacted Ford's sales performance in this segment. On the other hand, GM has faced challenges in the sedan segment, which has been declining in demand in recent years. The shift towards SUVs and crossovers has impacted GM's sedan sales, particularly in the North American market. Both companies have also faced challenges in the electric vehicle (EV) market, with Tesla emerging as a formidable competitor in this space. Despite their efforts to introduce EVs and invest in EV technology, Ford and GM have struggled to keep up with Tesla's dominance in the EV market, particularly in terms of sales volume and brand perception. Number 4. Strategies and initiatives by Ford and GM to boost sales. In response to their sales challenges, Ford and GM have implemented various strategies and initiatives to boost sales and stay competitive in the market. Both companies have focused on introducing new models, investing in research and development, and streamlining their operations to improve efficiency and profitability. They have also embarked on marketing campaigns, product launches, and customer engagement initiatives to create awareness and generate demand for their vehicles. Ford has been focusing on its Built Ford Tough brand positioning, leveraging its strength in the pickup truck segment and investing in the development of new models such as the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning. Ford has also been investing in EV technology, with plans to introduce more EV models in the coming years. In addition, Ford has been expanding its presence in international markets, particularly in emerging economies like China and India, to diversify its sales portfolio and reduce dependence on the North American market. GM, on the other hand, has been focusing on its zero crashes, zero emissions, zero congestion vision, with a strong emphasis on EVs, autonomous vehicles, and connected mobility solutions. GM has launched several EV models under its Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac brands, and has plans to introduce more EV models in the future. GM has also been investing in autonomous vehicle technology, with the aim of launching autonomous ride-sharing services in the coming years. Additionally, GM has been expanding its presence in international markets, particularly in China, which is the world's largest automotive market, to tap into the growing demand for vehicles in these markets. Number 5. Impact of external factors on Ford and GM's sales performance. Apart from internal challenges, Ford and GM's sales performance has also been impacted by external factors that have affected the overall automotive industry. One significant external factor is supply chain disruptions. Both companies, like many other automakers, have faced challenges in securing critical components and parts due to disruptions in the global supply chain. This has resulted in production delays, reduced vehicle inventory, and in some cases, increased prices for consumers, affecting their sales performance. Another external factor is the ongoing chip shortage, which has severely impacted the automotive industry worldwide. The shortage of semiconductor chips, used in various electronic components in modern vehicles, has resulted in production cuts and reduced availability of certain models for both Ford and GM. This has further strained their sales performance, as the lack of inventory has limited their ability to meet customer demand and fulfill orders in a timely manner. Global economic conditions have also played a role in influencing Ford and GM's sales performance. Economic factors such as GDP growth, employment rates, consumer spending, and consumer confidence have a direct impact on the automotive industry. During periods of economic downturns or uncertainty, consumers may delay or reduce their vehicle purchases, which can adversely affect the sales performance of automakers like Ford and GM. Moreover, changes in trade policies, tariffs, and geopolitical tensions can also impact their sales performance, particularly in international markets where they have a significant presence. Number 6. Ford and GM's response to changing consumer preferences. In recent years, consumer preferences and buying behaviors in the automotive industry have been evolving, posing challenges for automakers like Ford and GM. Changing consumer preferences towards SUVs, crossovers, and electric vehicles have impacted the sales performance of traditional sedans and internal combustion engine (ICE) vehicles. Ford and GM have been responding to these changing consumer preferences by introducing new models, investing in research and development, and aligning their product portfolios to meet the evolving demands of consumers. Ford has been focusing on expanding its SUV and crossover lineup, with models such as the Ford Explorer, Ford Escape, and Ford Bronco gaining popularity among consumers. Ford has also been investing in electric vehicle technology with the launch of the Mustang Mach-E and the upcoming Ford F-150 Lightning. These efforts are aimed at catering to the growing demand for SUVs, crossovers, and electric vehicles, which are gaining traction among consumers due to their versatility, performance, and environmental benefits. GM has also been aligning its product portfolio with changing consumer preferences. The company has been expanding its SUV and crossover lineup under its Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, and Cadillac brands, with models such as the Chevrolet Traverse, GMC Acadia, and Cadillac XT5 gaining popularity among consumers. GM has also been investing in electric vehicle technology with the launch of the Chevrolet Bolt EV and the upcoming GMC Hummer EV and Cadillac Lyriq. These efforts are aimed at capturing the growing demand for SUVs, crossovers, and electric vehicles, which are increasingly preferred by consumers for their utility, style, and sustainability. Number 7. Impact of competitors, including Tesla, on Ford and GM sales. The automotive landscape has become increasingly competitive, with new players entering the market and disrupting traditional automakers. One prominent competitor that has significantly impacted the sales performance of both Ford and GM is Tesla. The California-based electric vehicle manufacturer has emerged as a formidable competitor in the automotive industry, particularly in the electric vehicle segment, which has disrupted the sales performance of traditional automakers like Ford and GM. Tesla's innovative and disruptive approach to the automotive industry has gained significant attention from consumers, investors, and the media. The company has positioned itself as a leader in electric vehicle technology, offering a range of popular electric vehicles with advanced features, long-range capabilities, and a strong brand image. This has attracted a large customer base of environmentally conscious consumers who are interested in electric vehicles for their sustainability and technological advancements. As a result, Tesla's sales have been on the rise, with the company surpassing Ford and GM in terms of market capitalization and valuation. This has put pressure on Ford and GM to compete with Tesla in the electric vehicle market, which has become a key segment in the automotive industry. Both companies have been investing in electric vehicle technology and introducing new electric models to keep up with the growing demand for electric vehicles and to compete with Tesla's market share. However, Ford and GM's efforts to compete with Tesla have faced challenges, including issues related to production delays, battery supply, and charging infrastructure. Tesla has a head start in terms of its electric vehicle technology and brand image, which has allowed it to capture a significant portion of the electric vehicle market. This has impacted Ford and GM sales, particularly in the electric vehicle segment, as they strive to catch up with Tesla's dominance in the market. In addition to Tesla, Ford and GM also face competition from other automakers who have been investing in electric vehicle technology and introducing their own electric models. Companies like Volkswagen, Hyundai, and Kia have been making significant strides in the electric vehicle market, offering competitive electric models with advanced features and competitive pricing. This has further intensified the competition in the automotive industry, making it challenging for Ford and GM to maintain their sales performance and market share. Number 8. Ford versus GM sales performance, a comparison. As two of the largest automakers in the US, Ford and GM have been competing with each other for market share and sales performance. Over the years, the sales performance of Ford and GM has been influenced by various factors, including internal challenges, external factors, changing consumer preferences, and competition from rivals like Tesla. In terms of sales performance, both Ford and GM have experienced fluctuations in recent years. Both companies have faced challenges in meeting their sales targets and maintaining consistent sales growth. For example, in recent years, Ford has experienced declines in its sales performance, particularly in the North American market, due to factors such as declining demand for sedans, production disruptions, and the impact of the global chip shortage. Similarly, GM has also faced challenges in its sales performance, including declines in sales of sedans and challenges in securing critical components for production. However, it's important to note that both Ford and GM also have strong sales performance in certain segments and regions. For example, both companies have a significant presence in the truck and SUV segments, which have been popular among consumers in the US. Ford's F-Series trucks and GM's Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra trucks have been among the best-selling vehicles in the US for many years, contributing to their overall sales performance. Additionally, both companies have strong sales in international markets, particularly in China, where they have invested heavily to capture the growing demand for vehicles. In conclusion, Ford and GM, two of the biggest automakers in the US, have been facing challenges in meeting their sales targets and competing with rivals like Tesla. However, they are taking strategic measures to revive their sales and regain market share. With their long history of innovation, adaptability, and resilience, Ford and GM have the potential to overcome these challenges and thrive in the dynamic automotive industry. As consumers continue to demand advanced technologies, sustainable practices, and personalized experiences, Ford and GM will need to stay at the forefront of innovation and a customer-centric approach to maintain their competitive edge. By leveraging their strengths, addressing their weaknesses, and capitalizing on emerging opportunities, Ford and GM can continue to be leaders in the automotive industry. If you found this video informative, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates on the automotive industry. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications for our latest videos. Stay tuned for more exciting updates and news in the automotive world. Until then, drive safe and stay informed. Thank you for watching.